The best piece of advice I have received is to actually trust your gut. We have all been given that gift of intuition, and trusting your gut can open up many doors in your life, especially in business. If you have a funny feeling about a new business relationship, trust your gut.
Those that remain the most flexible have the most fun. And boy, if that isn't true during COVID right now, having flexibility in this business is what it's all about right now. So stay flexible and success will come.
The best piece of advice I've received is to not put so much effort into your plan B or your plan C, because then you are missing out on the opportunity to put your effort into your plan A.
Business is like a relationship. You always have to work at it to get it where you want it to be.
The best piece of advice I've received was from my mom, that women really can do anything. She raised 3 children all under the age of 5 on her own, and as a child, seeing that every day and never hearing her complain, I learned that I really could do anything myself.
The best piece of advice I ever received was to prepare to be a student for the rest of my life. The reason is technology changes so quickly.
The best advice I've received during my career was to appreciate all the people that I lead, to understand their story and embrace their story, because that is who makes them.
The best piece of advice that I've ever received is that you don't have to be everything to everyone. So if somebody's asking you to launch a program that doesn't feel in line with your purpose or your goals, you don't have to do it just because somebody's asking you to.
The best piece of advice that I've received is embracing my failures. The truth is, I'm not a perfect person and I'm not running a perfect business. However, along the way, I've realized that going through those mistakes and obstacles ultimately developed a better product and service for my clients.
If you don't know the answer to something, don't pretend that you do. You're going to get way more respect for doing your research and just letting them know, I'm not really sure right now, but I'll get back to you.
The advice, I've been thinking about this, and the best advice that I got is to be myself and to really accept yourself, strengths, weaknesses, and all.
I think the best piece of advice I've ever received was early on when we were founding Lene Industries. I had a mentor that just warned me that starting a new brand and a new product is incredibly complicated and very difficult. So it's with that advice that we were prepared to make sure that we were nimble and our business plan was flexible.
From a famous yoga teacher who said that health is wealth and peace of mind is happiness, which has been a great guidepost for me in making decisions to remember, take care of yourself.
The best advice I ever received was from my mother, and she said to me, write what you know, urging me to speak with an authentic voice.
So the best piece of advice I ever received was to make learning a journey that you do all the time.
Some advice that I would give young businesswomen is that you are not alone. Just remember that, and anytime that you feel alone, just look up and remember you're not.
You have to be fearless. Honestly, and you have to believe in what you're doing.
Keep going. A lot of times we can look at each other and say, she's so fearless, she's just got it. And the truth is, there's no such thing as fearless. The key to success is to really just be courageous, even in the face of fear and uncertainty.
The advice I would give to aspiring business leaders is to stay true to your values, to stay true to the core of who you are, and to lead by example.
Look at the people around you. Nobody's perfect and everyone is good at something. Help them find their strength and empower them to be the best version of themselves.
So the best advice I would give to any aspiring women leaders would be to pay attention, listen, don't sweat the small stuff, stay focused.
The most important piece of advice that I would give a young entrepreneur or a young professional is to really focus on your why and developing your why, your purpose.
The best advice I can give to women business leaders is to just say yes.
Say yes to new opportunities, say yes to challenges, say yes to developing new relationships.
The advice that I would give any aspiring female business leader is very, very simple. Be decisive, right? So if you are an aspiring business leader, that means you already have some key ingredients in order to get you to that next level.
I would pull from my Girls Inc. background when I served as board chair, and I would say be strong, be smart, and be bold.
The best advice I have for aspiring business leaders is to surround yourself by good people. They're going to be the ones rooting for you and making sure that you're successful.
Don't let the fact that you're a woman interfere with your aspirations and goals. Go for it, and you spend way too much of your life at work to make it a miserable experience. So find your passion and channel your energy. You'll do well.